Bless now, people, signing in. Little bit hungover, so don't mind me, okay? Don't mind the low vibrations today. We got Code Orange, Out for Blood. Sounds quite devious, quite serious. Might even verge on saying a little delirious, my friends. I only listened to Code Orange around 2013 maybe. I actually played with Code Orange and it was a good do. Yeah, main support. So, let me just brush a little dirt off of my shoulder there. Code Orange, Out for Blood. They used to be proper heavy. I was never involved in that style of music. I never did a deep dive in, the death metal-esque panic chord. Like, would you call it metalcore? I've never really delved into that too much. I know these aren't the most original band in the world, but they got put at the forefront. And for people like me who didn't necessarily know the background of that style of music, I thought they seemed quite original. But people say they just sound like, is it disembodied, something like that. But anyway, I digress. I know this band from Dun Dun Winning, and that's about it. I don't know what else, to be fair. So I know they've taken a few twists and turns, and they've actually blown up a lot since then, just on a consistent tangent. So we're going to check out what they sound like now and what I think of it. This is Code Orange, Out for Blood. We got some lyrics as well. check, people. Very organic. Are the drums sampled on this? No, so far, I'm speechless, to be honest. I'd want to be able to say a little bit more, because there's a lot to comment on, but I am a little bit lost. I wouldn't listen to this sort of music, but I know there's a crowd for it. I wouldn't know how to describe it. I'm quite naive when it comes to these sounds. Would you call it industrial? I wonder what the lyrical context actually implies. Because I'm sure there's an idea in mind, but I'm not catching on to it. So, I think this band has got 2 more members, from what I remember. In the image there's only 5 though, so maybe I'm wrong. Because the drummer moved on to vocals, didn't he? So someone's got to be drumming now. And they got the keyboard dude in. But with them blowing up at the same time, it makes me wonder, was that a label decision? Because, you're splitting what little you're making as a band tenfold if you're adding more members just as you're blowing up. Quite an inventive solo. Is that the girl who does the lead guitar? That's pretty tasty, that, to be fair. That was a tasty little solo, I didn't mind that. This is straight up school shooter music, mate, even the imagery. I should be laughing at that, but let's be fair. Yeah, proper Grebo music. Quite a heavy riff at the end there. A little breakdown. I'm motherfucking possessed. Alright. Yeah, I was kind of speechless through all of that purely as I don't know any sounds that refer to this sort of style of music. So I was a little bit lost and trying to piece the positioning of this soundscape with stuff I might know. It was alright. They've got a hook in there, you know. You can see yourself if you listen to this once, twice, three times. You can see yourself, humming it along as you're just knocking about, and that's good. That's good songwriting, to be fair. So I rate them on that. Lyrical content. The last line, I'm motherfucking possessed. It's just all a bit grebo, really, isn't it? So I'm not too into all of that. Yeah, the drums sound like they were sampled or they were played live and then edited for a more tech orientated tone. So that was pretty cool. Something I personally don't hear too often. Guitar solo was tasty, and other than that, I'm not putting it back on. But yeah, it's a big step from what I was aware of. I think the record I was aware of was I Am King, and it's quite interesting actually. I think it's called I Am King, right? It's quite interesting really because they put that record out, and from that moment they really did create a crowd. Now I don't know what they were doing as Code Orange Kids before that. Did they have that crowd? Because it seemed when they transitioned into this new brand, for some reason it just blew up. So did they have a team behind them? Or was it generally just down to it being hard music? Because it was hard music. It was really good. So yeah. I'm a bit of a conspiracist, you know. When it comes to this music industry stuff and when it comes to management and labels and stuff, I always try to question how people get from A to B. But yeah, awesome. Code Orange, Out for Blood. I'm motherfucking possessed. One love.